Fuel stations around Musina and the Beitbridge border in Limpopo are congested with vehicles filling up before crossing into Zimbabwe. A long queue of motorists are also outside the border gate waiting to enter. Some motorists are also causing disruption, occupying both lanes of the N1. Over 30,000 travellers have been crossing the Beitbridge daily since Monday. For the latest on this story, let's go to our reporter Lutendo Bobodi. Lutendo, good morning. What is the latest regarding traffic?
Thank you so much, Mahindra. You know, when we brought you our last update last night, you know, the traffic volumes were petering down quite immensely, you know, with volumes going down quite tremendously. But over the night, you know, people were traveling, especially those traveling from Johannesburg, crossing over to neighboring countries such as Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Zambia. Of course, also DRC, you know. But as you can see, police just behind me, members of SNDF, members of SABC, members of National Traffic Police, they've been working around the clock, 24 hours, just in the thick of things, searching motorists, searching passengers. As you can see behind me there, you can see overloaded vehicles there. It's a common spectacle around this time of the year. But now I'm just going to bring in Mr. Musina, who deals with traffic here in Musina. Just be ready, just brace yourself to jump off your chair, Mahindra, because it's going to give us some scary, some spine-chilling statistics. Mr. Musina, good morning and welcome. We understand that you guys did not sleep a week last night. Can you talk to us about what has been happening last night, throughout the early hours of this morning, and now?
Thank you, sir, and your viewers at home. We have been working 24/7. That's why even now this roadblock is operating on a 24/7 basis, trying to assist people that are coming all over the country, trying to cross the Beitbridge border. You'll remember that the Beitbridge border is the biggest border in Africa, so meaning that the congestion that will be going that side, it's very huge. So starting from the whole night, there were a lot of vehicles that have been crossing our small town of Musina, going to Beitbridge. It was very hectic, especially around 4 o'clock this morning. It was hectic. The problem that led to that challenge is that when you go to the town, you will find that they were blocking the N1 road, specifically on the filling stations, because in Zim there is a shortage of petrol. So what they were trying to do, everyone wanted to make sure that they fill up their vehicle so that when they travel to Zim or wherever they might be going, they are not going to stuck with the petrol. So they were queuing until they blocked the road. But our officers were on the ground dealing with that. But around 8 o'clock, the traffic started to went down. So even if you can see now, the cars are still crossing, but it's much better as compared to 4 o'clock this morning.
Let's talk about statistics. People that have been arrested, cars that have been impounded.
You can't believe this. Our people, they continue to disregard the rules of the road, because of course, as of yesterday alone, 107 summonses were issued for people that are not adhering to the road of the rules. We also impounded 8 trucks, the abnormal vehicle. You can't believe it. There are companies that are still operating without the necessary document. We impounded 8 heavy motor vehicles, the abnormal vehicles that were going across without the necessary documents. We also, this morning, we heard about over 30 vehicles that were impounded for overloading. The overloading at this time is a huge challenge, because people are loading a lot of load, and that is causing the accident. Remember, the vehicle which is loaded is difficult for it to apply the brakes. That's why, as and when you get people involved with the accident, with the vehicles that are overloaded.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mahindra. Yes, he's just confirming what we've been saying about the attitude on the road. You know, he's saying drivers continue to disregard the rule of law on the road. We've seen that ourselves. We've seen people speeding, people overtaking on solid barrier lines, you know, people not being patient enough, you know, and this is what is happening there. I'm just gonna Just penny to my right here, you see some nyalas there, SAPS people stationed here, always ready for anything.
Thank you very much indeed, Lutendo Bobodi. That was our reporter, Lutendo Bobodi, who is at Musina at the Beitbridge border post.